Thanks to breaking news that we're following. A deadly fire has claimed the lives of 4 people. Now, this happened today inside an abandoned house in Poughkeepsie. Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson is live there with the details. Kimberly.
Well, Dave, officials are calling this a stubborn fire that took crews roughly 3 hours to bring under control. And once they did, that's when they found the 4 victims. Take a look at what's happening now. Crews are in the process of clearing out some of the debris from in front of this 3-story building. 61 Academy Street at one time was a private home, but the property has been vacant for about 5 years. Still, we're told it was a place where many homeless people camped out and slept. In fact, a short time ago, state police did bring in a cadaver dog just to make sure no one else was inside the building. Right around 1:30 this morning, flames took over, and when firefighters first got here, they faced a number of extremely dangerous situations. Parts of the building had already collapsed, others were unstable. Another factor, a tremendous amount of clutter was inside the home. Officials say the owner, who passed away several years ago, was a hoarder, and there was stuff piled up from the basement to the top floor. That meant crews could not move around easily. All that stuff was also fueling the fire and may have trapped the victims inside. They were found on the 3rd floor near an attic area, the 2nd floor next to a fire escape, and on the ground floor in a section that had partially collapsed. People living in the neighborhood tell us they heard sirens initially, but didn't think it was real.
I just now found out about the 4 people dying. I didn't think it would have been nobody in there at the time, because usually nobody would be in there. But right before the fire happened, like hours before, I was just walking past and it was fine. So nobody was in there. And when I seen the fire trucks, I came outside. Most of the time it's a false alarm. So when I came by, it was actually a real fire this time. So it was kind of messed up.
Camera 1 next, Liz.
So it's not clear how the fires started. Officials do believe the victims were homeless and may have set a fire inside the home to try and keep warm, but that's all under investigation. Back here live, as for the victims, we're told there were 2 men, a woman, and at this point, the gender of the 4th victim is not clear. The medical examiner will determine how they all died. Now, coming up later on Eyewitness News, you'll hear from the mayor of Poughkeepsie and the fire chief about the number of buildings abandoned like this here in the city.